Like I said when you stepped off the bus, welcome back to Austin City Limits for the 18th time. You hold the record for the most times appearing on our show.
That's cool. I've enjoyed it every time.
Yeah. Well, how's life on the road treating you these days?
Do what?
How is life on the road treating you these days?
Oh, it's really good. Yeah, we had some good shows on this last tour, and got a few more coming up. And no, we've had a good tour.
Great. Well, I want to talk to you about My Way. It's your most recent record that just came out in July. It's a tribute to Frank Sinatra. And you've been a fan of Frank's, I know, forever. But why did you decide to do this tribute to Frank now?
Well, it seemed like everything kind of fell into place. Like you say, I've been a Sinatra fan forever, and working with some great guys in Nashville, Matt Rollins and all those guys, and Buddy Cannon, who are some of the best producers and arrangers anywhere. And we just done the other album. What was it? The album,
Last Man Standing.
well, that one, and yeah, and we done another tribute album using all the band and everything, and the Gershwin stuff.
Right.
And so I thought we had a pretty good operation here. It would be a good time to do a Sinatra album, and he's always been my favorite singer.
Do you remember the first time you met Frank?
Yeah, we were playing in Vegas. We played a show there. And before that, we had done a commercial together. He and I had done a commercial with Ronald Reagan on space travel, and then we did a couple of songs together. We did My Way and Fog It In, London Town, back on his album many years ago, and always wanted to do a Sinatra tribute.
Well, you could have written that song yourself, My Way, because it kind of sums up your philosophy about music and about life as well.
Yeah, it does, and Sinatra had a similar attitude. He wanted to do it his way also, and so he showed us the way to go.
You said, I read somewhere, that you said that you learned a lot from Frank about singing, about phrasing, I believe.
Yeah.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, I just know that he had the art, his phrasing capacity was incredible, and how he'd lay behind a beat, work in front of a beat. And when I heard him do it and do it well, I said, wait a minute, there's something to try out. So I've been, playing with the phrasing part all along.
Yeah. Well, so I want to talk about the record that came out before that. I mean, you still keep cranking out 2 records a year, it seems like, so it's hard to keep up with it all. But Last Man Standing was a whole different kind of record that you did with Buddy Cannon in Nashville. And in fact, you and Buddy co-wrote all the songs, if I understand. And it's kind of a more personal, introspective record, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is. It's really real personal. And that's why I don't do the song on the show, because I don't want to go back through all those memories of the people who are gone and who's left and who's going next, and I don't want to think about that.
You're not the type who spends a lot of time looking back, are you?
No.
I mean, you're more focused on the here and now, today, and tomorrow.
Delete and fast forward. That's what I'm doing.
Would you say, overall, you're an optimistic type of person?
Yeah.
About the future? Not just your future, but about
the whole thing. I think it's all going to be good.
Yeah. Of course, you and I, you've got a few more years on me, not that many more, but you've seen a lot of changes in this world, a lot of unbelievable things that none of us ever would have dreamed of. Some good and some not so good. But did you ever really think you'd live to see the day when marijuana would be legalized in state after state after state?
Maybe Texas. That would be scary.
It might be the last.
I'd probably have a heart attack if that happened. But a lot of places are going for it, and the main reason is money. A lot of the guys are saying, "Wait a minute, they're making a lot of money in Colorado. Why don't we make it over here?"
Well, and it does. It helps with taxes. It helps pay for education and for all kinds of things.
Yeah.
But what do you think accounts for the change in attitude? People are more open to it.
Well, I think the medical profession has done a lot of work in testing everything out and realizing that, hey, maybe we've got a good product here that can save people a lot of problems, physically, mentally, whatever.
Well, Time will tell. If it ever comes to Texas, I think there'll be a lot of people who will be celebrating on April 20.
We can be the canary in the mine.
Just a couple more quick questions. You still write amazing songs. You've been writing songs probably since you were like this high.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many artists half your age who just get burned out real early. They just don't have it anymore. They have that mental writer's block, or they don't have the passion. Where does this come from? What inspires you?
I don't know. I have no idea why I keep writing. In fact, I started a song the other day that says I'm not going to write any more songs, but try to tell that to my mind. It keeps throwing out words and I have to make them rhyme. So it's kind of a dilemma.
Well, it's not a bad one, and it sounds like it's good exercise for the brain, too.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Well, finally, I just wanted to mention and ask how proud you must be with the success of Lucas and all of your kids, really. I mean, he has really taken off on his own, and people are really rallying to his music.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Well, you got to be proud of your kids, especially if they're really good. And Lucas and Micah and Paula and Amy, all of them are just really good. Paula's doing a great job on the radio these days. So I'm just proud of all of them.
Well, there must be something in the DNA, that's all I can say, that makes it happen. So, anyway.
Well, they had a good mother.
There you go. Point well taken. Anyway, we'll call it a wrap on that note.
Yeah.
Thanks for sitting down with us for a few minutes.
Thank you, Terry.
And we'll let you go rest up at the bus for tonight's show, and we're looking forward to it.
Thank you, me too.